on are we? Nidibong! And welcome back to my channel, and today we have a few more pictures of the best looking Prime in years. We have an Executioner coming if you've got a 3D printer. We have a kind of sketchy looking Prime coming, and then also, what's in the box? Can you guess? All this and much more coming up in the next few minutes.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking off today then with Popskis. So Popskis are going to be releasing their November releases of their 3D printed Guyvers. So every single month they come with a whole new set of Guyver related products that you can 3D print. And there's a whole host of interesting ones, but the ones that really caught my eye was this one. The Bio Boosted Predators. So if a Predator got hold of a Guyver unit, what would happen? Absolutely fantastic. Love the creativity that they're coming with here. Somebody do this as a crossover comic. Oh my god, Guyver versus Predator. Way better than Aliens versus Predator. Also, Avalon Hill have released a new image for the latest Heroquest expansion pack, which is against the Ogre Horde. Now, I was super excited for this one when I heard that this was coming, because from back in the day, this is actually one of my favorite ones because it gave us a whole host of new figures and stuff like that, the ogres that we hadn't had before, which was a bit of a new challenge within the game. But what concerns me here is when you take a close look at the artwork, they just look like orcs. They don't look like the ogres that we had before, they look just like orcs. So if we take a look at the old artwork from the one that I had when I were a lad, we can see that these don't look like orcs, these look like ogres, or what their take on ogres were, and each one was really cool. They had like a pot belly, almost like a Friar Tuck haircut and all kinds of things. They were really different. I know that Avalon Hill is an extension of Hasbro, so I really hope they're not just going to give us a whole host of beefier looking orcs that we've already had before. So will I pick this up? Of course I will. I pick up everything to do with HeroQuest, but I'm really a little bit concerned, shall we say, about what is actually going to come with this. And this is an expansion that I was really looking forward to. Disappointing. What would happen if Jack the Pumpkin King and Optimus Prime had a baby? Well, it might look a little bit something like this, and this was shared by Grey Alien R over on Facebook in celebration of Halloween, and it is a Prime kind of inspired figure with a massive gun and a Jack the Pumpkin King head. Absolutely fantastic. Third-party companies, get on this. Obviously, give them a little bit of a side bung as well for the inspiration, but hey, next Halloween I want to see some Jack the Pumpkin King primes. We had a Jack the Pumpkin King X Transbot, I think it was kind of inspired with that Father Christmas type one, but this would be absolutely fantastic. Look at how cool that is. Now we move over to the world of Funbiestudios, who are making you an Executioner. So really cool. And as I always say, they just make the things that Hasbro don't. Hasbro looked like they were going all in on the Quintessons, and we were getting a few things from them. But one thing they definitely forgot to make was the Executioner, and this one looks pretty good. Only the CAD drawings so far. Really looking forward to seeing what it is they come up with in the final product. Now we move over to the world of Zinly Zin. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but they are making a combiner. Now the alt modes here look pretty damn good. We can see that all these guns look nice, but we always think, right, where one mode is fantastic, sometimes the other mode will suffer. And in this case, oh good lord, do the bot modes suffer. I mean, look at this poor guy. Look at him with his see-through arm, but none suffer more than this poor guy. Oh my god, he's only really got one usable arm. The other one is just a metal pipe, really, isn't it? Can't grip nothing, just one hand. Poor guy. Everything about this sucks. Unless you want the guns on your wall. Even the combiner's a bit sketchy, right? Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments, but I just thought I'd share it because it's a funny looking thing. The best cell shader in the business, Lek Customs, looks like he has now finished his take on Powerglide, and what an amazing job he has done with this. Absolutely fantastic. The gang is all here, so I don't know if somebody sent all of these to him to all get done at the same time, but it's really cool to see so many things that he's created about the same time all together in a picture. You don't honestly get that very often from Lek, so absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at how cool this Powerglide is. Again, I will repeat, I wish all figures came like this, but my bank balance would be so much lower. Now we head over to the world of 52 Toys, who make basically modern day Rock Lords. Hasbro aren't going to make them, so they're going to. And here we have a box Rock Lord that transforms into a dragonfly slash helicopter. That's what it is. They're always quite interesting the way that they look, these things. That's why I always talk about them. You can also add massive machine guns to this dragonfly slash helicopter if you would like, and then it also transforms into a box, as they all do, which is cool, I guess, if you like things that turn into boxes. And speaking of boxes, what could be hiding inside this box? What do you think it is? Well, I'll tell you, it's the Shredder! Surprise! So out of nowhere comes a Shredder Beastbox by Megabox, the MB23 Shredder. Now, I don't know if this is an official hookup. The fact that they're calling it Shredder may mean that it actually is, but I'm not quite sure. But if you've ever wanted a Shredder that can turn into a Rock Lord or box, then now's your time. I quite like this. I think this is quite an interesting one. It's always interesting when they do like a hookup thing. I think they've actually done Toidles in the past. So yeah, nice. Let me know your thoughts on this one. And did you guess right that that was going to be the Shredder when I put it in the beginning? I certainly didn't. Now we move over to the world of Tengwi or Baiwi. I have no idea how to pronounce these. Understandably, I am butchering this, but this will be known as the Titan Warrior. And this is a KO oversized Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. Yeah, exactly, right? It's actually available right now on AliExpress, and I think it's quite an interesting take on the Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. I like this a little bit more than the MP version, especially the alt mode, because, well, it hasn't got all of that crap around the end of it. So if you're looking for a Rise of the Beasts Optimus Prime, I guess this is a good option. The bot mode does look a little bit sketchy, to be honest, but the alt mode, I think the alt mode is good. He's called Titan Warrior. You can pick him up on AliExpress right now if you want. He's one of the deformation models. Comes in quite a nice presentation pack as well. Speaking of KO Primes, yes, you may think Vector. You've spoke about these little primes before. I know these primes. These primes come from the wonderful company that is Newage, and they're about 12 centimeters tall, right? Correct. However, these are KO versions. So these are from Phantom Toys, and these are KO takes on the amazing Newage take on Prime. I can't really speak, I have to say, to the quality of these. I've never picked anything up. But if you look at the kind of crotch area on this version of Prime, something's just amiss. Now, it's not the same in every picture, so maybe they've done the classic mistransformation here of some other things, but yeah, it looks a little bit off, so I don't know if they've changed a couple of things. Also, each one of these does actually come with a cloak, so I think I remember only Nemesis Prime came with the cloak and all of that, so you do get a lot of accessories, and I think I'm right in saying that the alt mode looks a little different here as well. So all in all, it looks KO, looks okay, I guess, but as always, I would always prefer to support Newage because they definitely make the best figures in my opinion, and KO in a third party, I'm always a little bit against kind of supporting that kind of rah-rah. Now we move to the real Newage, where they are making more blue dinosaurs. So this one will be their blue version. This one's definitely more translucent than the Grimlock version, so I'm more comfortable with saying this is a blue translucent version of Sludge. And get this, people, this will be a draw, and there is only going to be 50 of these. Only 50 will be made. And this lottery that they're going to have will be 10 of them drawn from this lottery. So it's going to happen on the 10th of November, so you don't have much time. But head over to Weibo if you want to get involved in that. But these are super, super limited and therefore will be super, super rare. And getting ready to ship is their take on Wheeljack. So this is the first version, so if you have your pre-order put in for that Wheeljack, nice, it's going to be coming your way pretty damn soon. I have to say, I have not put any pre-orders in for Newjack. Newjack the wrestler, Wheeljack. I probably won't unless something really, really catches my eye. As I said, it's just a bit squared off in the chest. During TFCon Orlando, something I didn't speak about much was the fact that Ocular Maxx released this absolute banger of a figure. Now, a while ago, Ocular Maxx did their take on the Batman, and now they've released their take on the Joker. And this is really, really cool. All of the little in detailing, like the ha-ha-has all over it, the fact you've got those almost scrawled in or scarred into him, things like smile and the laughs, and all of these Joker symbols as well, just on the wheels. Color scheme as well is pretty damn good. The only thing for me, in all honesty, when you see him in his full bot mode, it just looks a little bit like the heat is off. Maybe the heat's a little small, I'm not sure, but he does come with a really cool gun. Joker has to have his gun, right? And then also comes with a pretty damn big sword. Love the way that Ocular Maxx are doing all of these little different Batman things. This is something that I hope that they carry on, because I think there's a lot of different kind of Batman villains and Batmans that you could even go with, you know, similar to when you had the Batman that came out of Nightfall, Azrael's take on Batman, which itself looked more robotic and things like that. That would be a really cool thing to see. I'd always also like to see like a Bane or something like that. This is something I really hope that they continue on. Let me know your thoughts on this one. And did you also pick this bad boy up? Let me know the quality of it. This is not something I picked up, and it's not something I'll be able to get the hands on the Batman one or anything like that either. But yeah, really, really cool. Love the way that these look. Issue 3 of the new Transformers is coming, and this is what one of the covers look like. I'm still hunting down issue 1. Woe is me. If you like your stuff to not transform, then you probably like the stuff that comes from 3.0 and MDLX. So this is their take on Sideswipe, and it looks incredible. This is a great looking take on Sideswipe. I absolutely love this. I wish it transformed. This is what I mean by the way that you can take a G1 look and just enhance it to make it look a little bit better. And this is perfect. This is what live action movies should look like. They did the same with RC, and there's so many different figures that they make look incredible. And then what do we get on the big screen? Junk! That's what you are! Junk! Staying with the world of MDLX, they are bringing forth their Marvel Comics inspired take on Megatron. Now this, again, I think this is just a bit of a rework on the movie, the Bumblebee take on Megatron. So yeah, he's got the blue helmet, and then he has a few more things that make him look Marvel inspired. He could have been a little bit more Megatron inspired though. You know, a little bit more G1 looking. It looks good. But I wouldn't say like the Sideswipe is like an enhancement. I would say this is Bumblebee Megatron looking like a Marvel Megatron. So it's an interesting concept, and I do quite like it, in all honesty. If it was a bot that transformed, I'd probably think about adding it to my collection. But I do think it's a bit of mismarketing by calling it the comic book one, because it's really not. The best looking Prime in years is coming very, very soon. So this is the Optimus Prime that's inspired by the game that one day might come, which is Transformers Reactivate. And look at this bad boy. I absolutely love the way that this Prime looks. Hasbro have done some great work so far on this one, and we have a few more images. But before we get to how good this bad boy looks, in my last video I spoke about hubcaps not matching. And okay, team, thank you very much for pointing that out. You were right. On the front of the cab, they stick out. And then on the back of the cab, they go in. Hasbro, well done. You are accurate. Is it aesthetically pleasing? Does it look good? In my opinion, no. But it is accurate. So they're not trolling us. I was wrong. Thank you very much to the comments section for calling me out. But now let's focus in on this absolutely banger of an Optimus Prime, because he does look absolutely incredible. But I will say, I am still a little bit concerned about all that kibble that hangs off the back and whether or not that's going to stop the articulation from working as well as you would want. However, look at that power axe. Those black highlights, the yellow translucentness is absolutely fantastic and is one of the best power axes I've seen in a long time. And I also really like that big black plastic piece that's there as well. I know it's supposed to be like a metallic like hilt for it. I think it's absolutely incredible. Usually we just get the power axe going into a port, but instead we've got this massive, almost like Viking inspired piece for it to go into, and I love it. It makes him look a little bit more menacing, and considering this is supposed to be like a post-apocalyptic, maybe a little bit more violent take on Transformers, absolutely fantastic. And of course this is from Transformers Reactivate. I'm actually looking to put a video together around this at the moment to give us all a bit of an update on where the game is right now, so hopefully that should come maybe next week if I get the time. I'm just trying to collect as much information. I'm doing my own research at the moment to find out what on earth is going on with this game, and are we ever going to see it? Do you remember that Haslab is bringing us Deathsaurus? I have to say I had completely forgotten myself about this one, but they have put out a little note to everybody saying that Deathsaurus is still coming, and in fact it's getting pretty close to the time where it wants to ship. But team, if you have put in a little bit of a order on this one, then you need to go and update your details on Haslab. If you've moved house or anything like that, you need to make sure your shipping date is, or shipping information is, up to date by the 24th of November. Otherwise, someone else is going to get your Deathsaurus, and you don't want that. So that is everything from me on this Transformers Sunday. Yep, Transformers Sunday. I'm actually starting to think about moving the update from the Saturday to the Sunday on a more regular basis. Let me know your thoughts on that one down in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright team, in a bit. Peace!